Darius is not my mother kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a mother DNA test.
Why did you take a DNA?
I took a DNA test because you know.
From where? Why are you taking?
What the f is it, Emory? Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told
your
ass,
sister,
yeah.
your nosy ass sister.
Yeah, she was right.
She be lying.
Yeah, but you be lying out. Look,
Right.
why would you name our child Darius? It's not our child. It's not even our child. No, it's not my son.
Yes, you've been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child. You know that was some who fucking
looks like family.
No, he looks like family. Why have you sat there and let me got my last name? Are you kidding me?
All right. During the time that we had a break, it was one time. All right, we were going through stuff, and that's it.
Oh, okay, one time.
So I didn't think anything.
So you just don't have me raising somebody else's kid.
Even if it's a one-time thing, cheating and hiding the fact that the kid isn't his is wrong.
So we do
one time.
What the No, that's not my motherfucking child. You meant somebody else. That's somebody else's child.
Why is your sister telling you to do that anyway?
You don't know because it's not my child. He's not our blood. He's not our blood. No, that's your child. That's your child. You and your child need to get out. Is what the to happen.
Get out. Where are we gonna go?
I don't give a fuck. Go.
You're gonna kick me and your child out.
That's not my child. Go find the daddy.
Right. You know what?
You are done. Fired.
Spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
What are you feeling in this moment?
I feel like I have never, ever deserved disrespect. I was not the woman that showed up at your doorstep every 2 months. You're going to be my baby's daddy. I have never disrespected you. I let you be and live your life and live your selfish life you have lived for the last 20 years.
Ran 2 tests. The results are as follows. You are not
Oh, God.
his father.
5 years in prison. Oh, my God.
This is one strong man right there.
She should be convicted of some crime.
No, I should not. I didn't.
That is fraud.
Mr. Manser,
That is fraud.
I know you're upset. Do you want to find out who your father is?
Of course.
Miss Sear, do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is?
Yes, I talk to him still.
Yeah.
Listen.
Get away from my son.
He apologized.
And out of another breath, he's calling me a liar.
You cannot stand there and really suggest that you cannot comprehend why this man would not have any type of ill feeling, frustration, or regret as it relates to anything involving you. 5 years in prison. And then I say, do you know who your son's father is? And you say, yes, I'm still in touch with him. That is a really huge pill.
She knew all along, and despite that, she let that man go through that. It's sad how she had the chance to help him at any time and chose not to. Loyalty is hard to find. This is just so tragic.
Can't imagine how devastating that was. I mean, I know he's already prepared.
Yeah, you can though, but like if you
Right.
have it in your heart that this is going to be your kid, it's difficult. 1 in 4 men are not the father. No, 1 in 3. It's 1 in 3 men are not the father. It's like 40%. 1 in 3.
That's too many.
Yeah, are not the father. 40% is what they said that the last study said that 40% of men are raising children who are not theirs and they don't even know it.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
And women want to say they have it harder, but a woman will never have to second guess on whether or not her child belongs to her.
Having to pay child support before the child support is initiated, a DNA test should be court ordered.
Oh, I agree, definitely.
And I also think for everybody who's had to pay child support that finds out later that the kid is not theirs, that child support should be owed, and it should be forced to be paid.
I completely agree. They should be refunded.
The DNA test should matter more than the name on a birth certificate.
Right.
Because anybody's name could be on a birth certificate.
Mr. David are not the father.
Gotcha.
Let's be respectful. You're not the father, Mr. Davis, of Skylar. He's not Skylar's biological father, Miss Perry.
Stress me up.
That was the only one. I mean, I wouldn't even lie about something like that.
So do you have any idea who Skylar's father is?
May have.
The guy knew from the start, and it's called a man's gut feeling.
Then you know that you was wrong.
Because when I got pregnant with my daughter, the time period, I was not messing with nobody else.
Well, you were. The DNA just doesn't lie. It doesn't. It's absolute.
That's 30% of all men who go to actually get paternity tested turn out to not be the father.
Once he starts having doubts, it's 90% the case.
So out of every 100, 30 of those will not be the dad. So it does leave me to wonder why, when a baby is born, why don't they just DNA test at that time, understanding the fact that sometimes the dad's not involved, but that seems like it would clear up a whole bunch of issues.
I wish they did that all over the world.
She brighten my day up every morning, Mark. And it will crush my heart if she's not my daughter.
And why do you have doubts?
Because of her ways, how she is. She like to run the street.
You all live in the same house and you're not together.
He goes his way, I go my way. He says what he has to say to me if he has to say anything throughout the day. But we don't have any relations.
You are not. We'll be glad to bring anybody else on the show. Have any idea who it might be?
I'm worried.
You do?
Why she's surprised when she already knew. I feel so bad for him. I pray he's still strong. I hope the young man is okay. That's very hurtful. I feel for him.
Do men or women cheat the most?
Women. Y'all, we be trying to front like them niggas be doing all of that, but women cheat more, especially the LGBT community. They think they sneaky and they want to have like a whole bunch of bitches and, you know what I'm saying? Women cheat more. It's okay.
It's not okay.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Women. We're more sneaky. We can manipulate you and just get away with it more.
Hey, do men or women cheat the most?
Women cheat the most because I am a great cheater. You just have to have a really good lie for your story. So, yeah.
Hey, do women or men cheat the most?
Women. Women are self-sabotaging at heart, so they feel like if they don't do something first, it's gonna happen to them.
And the logic behind that is crazy.
What's wrong with a man asking for a DNA test? He didn't carry that baby. He doesn't know what you did on days when he wasn't around. He just wants proof that the kid is his. By right, I think every man should be given a DNA test upon when a child is born so he doesn't spend the rest of his life raising a kid that doesn't belong to him.
I think it should be required for everyone.
And why are we acting like there aren't women out here pinning kids on men that it doesn't belong to? My thing is, you went as far as saying it's embarrassing or he's trying to embarrass you when he asks for a DNA test. It's only embarrassing when you sleeping around and you know for a fact the baby not his. My thing is, why y'all so offended when they ask for a DNA test? If you know the baby's his, I don't think there is no offense behind it. Of course, he just won't prove the baby's his. What is wrong with that? I feel like women that get offended by men asking for DNA tests are women that sleep around with a lot of men and don't know who the father is, and they just tend to pin the baby on whoever.
Places your wife will go to cheat on you that you'll never suspect. Now, how did I know this? Thousands of you have messaged me and confessed about your infidelity, so here we go. Number 3, believe it or not, Bible study on Wednesdays in the parking lot, in the back of a Chevy Silverado. Number 2, in your own living room, and this will happen during the school year when the kids are at school. That house is empty from 8 to 5, and she'll tell you she's going to work.
Take notes, brothers.
But she really has scheduled PTO. They will not do it on your bed because they consider it a sign of disrespect. I am not kidding. And at number 1, gay clubs. I never saw this, but what they do is they tell you they're going to have a big girls' night out, but they really go with just one, that one girlfriend that's going to cover for them, and they give you a false sense of security. It's a gay club. No one's going to hit on me. You have nothing to worry about.
Just be careful, brothers. The possibilities are limitless.
Are not his father.
Told this. That's why I wanted to get DNA.
Are you sure? How is that possible? Do you know who his father is?
You know who it is.
Look how she's gonna act.
Oh.
Oh my God. Do you need to sit down, Mr. Jackson? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God.
And I have to ask you for Corey Jr.'s sake. Have you ever mentioned to this gentleman that he could possibly be Corey Jr.'s father?
Oh.
Have you all had a discussion?
In my opinion, this should be a crime. To cheat and hide the fact that the kids aren't his.
Have you talked about it with the other gentleman, that it's a possibility? Yes.
But you never cheat on me.
We wasn't together.
Always,
we break
every
up
time.
so much. We
Every
break
time
up
we break
so
up,
much.
You mess with a guy you just met, fool. Soon we
We
broke up,
break
you just
up
met that
so
guy.
much.
Miss Love,
No,
Mr. Love.
someone that I already knew.
up.
I already knew this guy.
The things that happen sometimes in separations are unbelievable.
You ain't did nothing for your kids, ain't gonna do nothing for your kids.
I know this is hard for you, and I know.
Oh my God.
The DNA doesn't lie.
Oh my God.
It gives clarity to all of the confusion.
It's not like I knew it was another possible father and wasn't telling him, because if I would have felt like it was another possible father, I would have told him.
How is it possible that she didn't know?
Of a woman who had everything that these women say a man should be doing for them. All the bills paid. They had the biggest crib. She had the newest car. They had a pool in the backyard, and she didn't even have to work. The only reason she did is because she wasn't really attracted to her husband. She wanted to get away from him any chance she could get.
And that guy was doing everything in his power. And he was also wealthy.
She ended up cheating on her husband with a man that they consider a brokey and a dusty. The fact that people will get cheated on no matter how good they think they look or how much money they have is proof that all of these people with expectations and requirements for you, that don't mean nothing. Those are people who don't really like you, so they need you to have this make up for it. And that's not to say you shouldn't have goals or you shouldn't be attracted to the person you with. I'm just saying, when people just constantly talking about it, that's because that's all they there for.
He's right. No matter what, we need to keep in mind that it can happen to anyone.
I remember hearing that her kids might have had some suspicion, and they told her, if we ever find out that you cheating on dad, we'll never forgive you. You think that stopped her? Hell no. So it's interesting to me how she was willing to get rid of her soft life, lose her provider, not have the family that they say men can't keep together, the consistency, all of that she was gonna throw away for a brokey and dusty.
Why would anyone throw away their family for an affair? It's a losing game with everything to lose and nothing to win. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.